Hello guys, Lego Gladiator here again with another thing. This time I'm going to review the vehicles. I thought you guys might, besides the showcase on my army designs, I thought you guys might like to see this up close, the vehicles up close, and know why I designed these in the first place. Want to hear something funny? It wasn't meant to be a Space Wars battle. When I was building, I wanted to build like a mock, which didn't have enough, which I was just going to build like my own custom sets to face these monsters. Which I only have 3 of these, but I can show you, but either way, if I had more of these pieces, I would make about a whole army of these guys. I have only 3 though. But I'm going to give you guys a small tutorial on how to build them. First you need these kind of pieces, claw pieces. Most of the parts you need are from Bionicle, pretty much. And that's all you need actually to build these guys is Bionicle pieces and a few Technic pieces, and that's it. You've got yourself Scorpion, a giant Scorpion. And I know a lot of you probably have the old Bionicle sets. Anyways, let's go to the vehicles that I built only for the reason of fighting these monsters. First, I will show you the big old tank. Here's the inside of it. There's the turret in the back, turret for fighting from back areas, so that when they're retreating, that can... Anyways, there's places for 2 generals, for 2 high-ranking soldiers to sit in right in this area. Whoops, right in this area. Also has now for the front, and the side actually, and of course the front. It's got a cannon, as you can see, and sorry if I can't get it all in picture. This is actually bigger than you think. Anyways, this is actually a mobile command center. I don't really consider it a tank yet, but if any of you guys want to comment and say what you think this is, go ahead and tell me what you think this is supposed to be. I'll tell you something. Any of you who get it right will get a shout out in my next movie. So if any of you get what this thing is supposed to be actually, and how it's used to capture enemies, how the Scorpions... The story behind the Scorpions I designed is they can't be killed by normal weaponry. They can only be killed by explosives, which means they have to use C4 explosives or stuff like that. But bullets can't work on these guys. That's the funny thing about them in my story. Either way, the heroes who are always fighting them are always having to retreat, because these things will kill them in just a matter of seconds. Now the soldiers in my stories, I don't use my Spartans because I don't want to use any of the Halo Spartans and such because if I did that, but I use these guys. Just use the armor designs of these guys to kind of, I do upgrade them with a little bit of, give me a second, about what my soldiers in my little stories look like. It's apocalyptic. It's apocalyptic. The story is the humans are fighting these things to survive because they came out of the center of the earth and are attacking. They're actually mutations. They're Scorpions that were mutated by tons of radiation building up in one area. Instead of dying, the Scorpions mutated into monsters. The humans are stuck fighting them every day, trying to survive. Of course, for the humans to survive on the planet now, to keep them And as for the helmets, the story behind why their helmets are this way is because the radiation could this area. There's actually this kind of radiation. You don't have to cover your whole skin or body. Now let's move on to the other build. Now I put a hook on this thing so it could hook onto the monster and probably drag it somewhere, like, because the creatures can be pulled apart. Of course, this thing has explosives. I draw a lot of my inspiration from Halo in this one design, but I made it so it's easy so you can flex the vehicle's wheels and such, so you can actually make them any way you want. But you don't have to make the vehicle but my challenge for you guys is, on this one, I challenge you guys to build post-apocalyptic vehicles, but not zombie-based. The idea is you're fighting these guys. So it's a challenge that I issue to all of you kids to try building. The Scorpion, the giant scorpion. Now you don't have to build a giant scorpion to go with the vehicle. Just say this is based off the idea off this battle. Say that they're fighting giant scorpions. Now I haven't thought of a fancy name for them or anything, so I just say scorpion, giant scorpions. This is actually the scorpions. I took my inspiration from this thing. This is inspired off of an actual creature that lived during the dinosaur period. There was a giant species of scorpion. You probably all heard about it, known as the sea scorpion. Doesn't look a thing like a sea scorpion, but there was a giant species of scorpion that lived shortly after the sea scorpion. I just wish I could have given him pinchers instead of this kind of a thing. But I thought that would be part of the mutation. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Comment and subscribe.